What's up, everybody? This is RF Mike, and tonight we are going to check out a case for the Samsung Galaxy Note 5. You guys have seen this before on this phone. This is the Tech 21 case, and it is a good case, but the downside to it is that it covers up this nice glass panel on the back of the phone. It provides good protection, and it has a cushion technology in it, as we'll see inside the case here. It's an ultra thin. Provides a cushion technology for shock impact and shock absorbent. So when normally you have shock on a corner of a case or you drop it, that impact is going to go straight to the phone. With this type of shock flex, or flex shock is what they call this, it disperses the waves and it disperses the impact vibrations throughout the case instead of just taking it all to one corner. It is a good case, being Tech 21. They do make some good stuff, and it provides a good, nice lip to the front, and it's a nice patterned design in the back. But as you can see, there's fingerprints, and it adds a little bit of good amount of, well, not so much weight, but it definitely makes the sides a little thicker on the phone compared to carrying it naked. The other downside to this, if you look at this price right here, $44.99, unless you can find this cheaper. But in this video, this isn't about the Tech 21 that we're going to check out. We're actually wanting to check out this case that I have underneath. This is by RhinoShield. It is known as a Crash Guard, created by, I think it's Evolutive Labs is the company that makes this. And this is kind of along the same senses. It has a shock absorbent technology and impact technology built into it as well. But as you can see, this is clear, and this is just a bumper alone. Differences: $44.99, 45 bucks. These RhinoShield Crash Guards you can get for $20 on Amazon. I'll include the link. I'll even include the website through RhinoShield themselves. I had heard about them from another YouTuber and seen a video about this type of casing, and I found it pretty interesting because it does deal with the same not technology, but it does deal with the same disperse of impact on a case, and how it disperses it throughout the casing to save the phone from damage, especially being like with our Samsung devices from this year. They are both glass front and back sides. And my wife, she actually has enjoyed this Tech 21, but she wants to be able to see the nice pattern on the back of her phone. She likes the glass back. And if you want to customize your phone later on, say you add a skin to the back of your phone, you're not going to really see that well through this case, versus using this shield, this Crash Guard. This is basically just a pure bumper case with the absorbent technology built in. You'll be able to see more of the back of your phone, and for her, like I said, we're actually going to be slapping a skin on this thing in the future, so you'll get to see the differences. But anyway, I will go on ahead and take this one off and clean the phone up here, and we will throw on the RhinoShield so you guys can see how this looks. The RhinoShields, I know Tech 21 probably makes these in a variety of colors, and so does RhinoShield. They make their cases or Crash Guards in a bunch of colors as well, so you're not stuck with just one color of white and gray. As you can see, you can get these in black, pink, purple, all kinds of colors that are out there. So first thing we'll do is we'll get this all wiped up and cleaned off so this looks nice and pretty. And then as for, I know I've had people comment on my other videos, what screen protectors are we using here? This is the Yotech tempered glass for the Samsung Note 5. So it keeps it pretty nice and thin, minimal. And like I said, for these Crash Guards, you can get these as cheap as $19.99. They normally run $24.99 through the official website. And then you'll also be looking at paying for shipping and handling as well, versus if you can find these on Amazon Prime for your Note 5 or an S6 or S6 Edge Plus. You can get these for $20, save the $5, and you'll have them in 2 days. So, something to keep in mind. on the case here, egg drop technology, absorbent impact at least 11.5 feet. So even probably one of the tallest people, which basketball players can be 6-7 feet tall, they could hold this up to their ear and drop this and probably not have any damage on their phone. Now, I can't guarantee that that's includes your screen, but as for drops and impact absorbent, this should work pretty good, and it's not as big and bulky as you would find on like a outer box case. So watch the drop test experiment. You can go to their website, check them out, check out the drop tests that they've done from there. Custom formulated polymers. We create a new polymer blend for our bumper that provides more than 90% of its impact absorbent capabilities. Productive honeycomb structure. This innovation will secure, add an additional 10 to 15% of overall impact absorbency. And just our SKU code in the back. And inside, yeah, nothing else. So that's pretty much all you get in the bumper packaging here, crash guard packaging. Now they do offer these also, besides just as a crash guard, they do offer a shield protection as well, where you can get a front and back screen protectors to go on these if you want that on top of having just the casing itself. Before we install this though, let's take a look at the inside materials here versus a Tech 21. So as you can see here, you can see that honeycomb pattern that this has and how it has kind of like air pockets. The feel of this though is very sturdy. This is definitely not super flimsy like this is all the flex you get right there. Nice part too is you can see you have raised buttons for the case for your button configuration, so you'll have a nice press, a nice click probably. You can see where the sides have been raised for the camera hump, I'm sure. Your volume up and downs on this side, all your cutouts in the bottom, and your noise canceling mic on top. But yes, checking out the honeycomb pattern there, you can see how that is. And of course, RhinoShield's logo. And nothing on the other side. Compared to a Tech 21, this might be harder to see, but yes, you can see there disperse is kind of a blocky, like square-like pattern. It's not a nice honeycomb look. And you can just see this is definitely much lighter weight and thinner. So either way, that's I like both of these, and then seeing these in use already, I'm already a fan of these. These RhinoShields though are not available for everybody out there. They're pretty much for the high end, you know, the items that customers are really after. So like the Samsung devices, you'll be able to find this for, and the iPhone devices. And that's been about it that I've seen so far. So feel free to check their website, send them an email, find out if they plan on making any of these bumper absorbent crash guards for any other devices out there. But yeah, if you happen to be a Samsung owner or an iPhone owner, you are in luck. And obviously here on our lip, this actually provides a better lip with this tempered glass and a nice good ridge on the back. So alright everybody, this is Arp Mike. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will try to add some close-up pictures to this video as well, so you guys can get a nice look at this when it's sitting flat or at an angle. If you guys have any questions, comments, leave them in the comment section down below. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you're not a subscriber, and feel free to share with somebody that might have a Samsung device that wants something that's minimal but will add some decent protection for drops. So I will talk to you guys in the next one.